All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Gadcast. As always, I'm your host, Mason, aka God, and today we got a really cool episode for you guys that I'm actually really excited to talk about because, some new stuff's been announced. But really quickly, if you guys didn't see the last episode, I made an episode for May the 4th be with you. This is probably the most consistent you guys are getting to see an episode because you'll either see this on the 14th or the 15th. Probably the 14th because I'm recording it on that day and might as well upload it. Okay. So anyways, yeah, make sure you go check out that last episode. I need to put it in the playlist. I keep forgetting to do that. But it's the most latest video on my channel. Go check it out. I rank all of the Star Wars films from episode 1 all the way to episode 9. That includes the films in between, not the TV shows, though. So if you're wondering where if I talk about the TV shows, I do not. So, if you still want to go check that out, please do leave a like and a comment below letting me know what you thought of that video. Because I actually got a couple comments, and that was really awesome. So, in case you were wondering, yes, I've been reading. I do read all comments, even if it's like I don't get that many. I will read comments anyways. So, if you're watching this, thank you so much. Y'all are amazing for giving me your feedback and also letting me know what you think of, the movies and stuff like that. That's really cool that there was some feedback. I appreciate that. All right, so let's. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about games that have already come out or games that are announced to come out in the year 2020. Am I going to be talking about every single game? No, because on this website I am on, there is game after game being listed. Like, legit, I didn't even know half of these things existed. But I do have a website up with games listed, and I will talk about ones that I've played, games that I've heard big news about, or just... that's really about it. Games I've heard that people are hyped for, or games that I've personally played myself that have come out. So, obviously, to start it off, the first game I see on this list that came out this year that I think was pretty big was Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I've heard a lot of controversy about this game. I've heard a lot of different things. I am most recently a Dragon Ball fan. I became a fan, I'd say, a little over a year ago. I know, crazy, right? Because I just started playing the phone game Dragon Ball Legends, and I really wanted to watch the show, so I binged it. And it was really, really good. Dragon Ball Z is amazing. Actually, I like Super. I know people give Super a lot of shit, but the Super Broly movie is also what really got me into it. Because my friends and I, in the middle of a school day, went to go see it, and it was really fun. But shout outs to them, by the way. But yeah, anyways, so Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, this is like one of the first ever legit Dragon Ball games that I've gotten my hands on that has a story mode and all that. Whether it's telling the story of the anime or not, doesn't matter. So... what do I think of this game? Number one, for someone who has only seen each of them once, playing through this and practically rewatching Z without a lot of the minor stuff in there, minus the Super Trunks and Super Vegeta story stuff, which that kind of sucked. You didn't get to see, but whatever. I thought the gameplay mechanics were a lot of fun. I like the fast pace of it. Because if you're playing a game like Dragon Ball Z, I don't think it should feel floaty. I don't think it should feel slow. Because if you watch the show, that shit's fast-paced. That shit's crazy. You don't want to play a game like Dragon Ball with, slow, floaty combat. And so I prefer the combat system from this game compared to a game like Xenoverse. I know a lot of people are probably going to give me shit for that and say Xenoverse is a great game and all that. I couldn't get into it. I like the concept of it where it's your own character, but it's just I couldn't get into it personally because it just felt so clunky. That might just be me, but I genuinely felt like it was clunky. But that's also probably because I might be playing it on PC, trying to play with a controller. I don't play console with those kind of games. But I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. I love Kakarot. I think it was a lot of fun. The DLC they released so far is pretty fun. There wasn't much to it, but considering, we're getting to the next steps of things, I'm expecting to see Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan coming up soon, or Super Saiyan Blue for those of you that prefer that. I'm expecting that storyline next, which that's my favorite thing ever. So, I don't know. Overall, though, I do love the game. I think it's a lot of fun. The gameplay mechanics are very fun and very nice, in my opinion. They remind me a mix of Naruto Shippuden, the Ultimate Ninja Storm Collection, and also Jump Force. It reminds me a lot of a mix of those two combat systems combined. Because I really do like Jump Force. I think it's fun. Just that the campaign sucked. But the competitive aspect of it was a lot of fun for a while. But then it just kind of got repetitive and boring, so, whatever. But yeah, overall, I did enjoy Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. It was a lot of fun. Now, this one I want to talk about. This is, I don't know if I'd call it a minor game, but it's not a mainstream title or anything of that sort. It's actually a game based off of a bigger game. Some of you may know this on Steam. On Steam, January 21st, a game called Temtem was released. You might be wondering what Temtem is. It's literally Pokemon. If you are looking for a PC Pokemon game that has pretty okay graphics and kind of interesting. If you literally just want a Pokemon game that maybe isn't directly Pokemon, but something to play on PC with friends, by all means get this. It's still in alpha, I'd say, or like early stages in Steam. So there's not a shit ton to do, but it's interesting. It's fun for like a week if you're playing by yourself. I felt like I wasted my money personally. It's not awful. It has potential. It just needed to wait, I guess, to come out. But I guess they wanted people to get it so you could test it and all that stuff like that. That way when the full version comes out, it's better. Overall, though, it's literally the exact same mechanics as Pokemon, just if you were playing on a PC. You use your mouse and your keyboard to control. Everything else is the exact same. I think the only thing I'd say is it's a lot harder to heal your Pokemon, or your Temtem in this case, and, you know, stuff like that. It's harder to keep them alive. But, yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. It's fine. I wouldn't say spend the full price on this game if it's still like $40. Wait till it goes down to like $20 or something at minimum. Or at maximum. But, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's a fun little game if you aren't a big fan of Pokemon, but you wanted to try something like it with friends or just play something in general. So, yeah. The next thing that comes up, this isn't a full game, but this is a DLC of one of my favorite games that came out this decade. And it is the Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC. I have mixed feelings about this DLC, believe it or not, because I didn't understand it. I literally, like, half of it, though, just tells you something that I feel like we kind of already knew. Like, spoilers, those of you that, you know, don't play it or might play it or whatever, you won't understand it even if I explain it, because Kingdom Hearts is one of the most complicated stories in gaming history, in my opinion. Like, it pretty much tells you, it explains more detail of why the ending went the way it did. I kind of already knew that, what was going on. So it's really like the second half of the DLC is why you're getting this DLC. Unless you're looking to play as the other characters, which you only get to play as them for one part of the game. It's not really that consistent. It's cool for what it is, trust me. It is a lot of fun. To get into play as like characters like Roxas or Kairi. I didn't play as Kairi. The only time I switched playing as characters was to play as Roxas. I didn't play as anybody else any other time. Oh, and Riku. Riku was fun. But that was really it. I didn't really want to play as anyone else, really, because I just wanted to get through, because I already knew what was going to happen. It doesn't change up the story, I feel like, if you play as the other characters. It's practically the similar cutscenes. It's just different voice actors for, like, Xehanort, played by freaking Christopher Lee, which, that's awesome. Like, I knew I recognized his voice the moment he started talking. Like, my dude, Doc Brown. And stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I don't hate the DLC. I think it was fun. It was really cool. It definitely brought up the ante for the people that were like, hey, your game's too easy. This is a middle finger to anybody who said that, because these boss fights are fucking hard, man. Really, really hard. I didn't even finish it. I had to watch YouTube, you know, videos on it so I could at least talk about it, as well as, you know, even understand it. You know, and I still don't fully understand it, but, you know, maybe we're going to get more down the line. I have no clue. Anyways, moving along. The next game I believe that I want to talk about here. See, we're getting into February. I mean, those are all the games in January, by the way, that I wanted to talk about of stuff. It was only a couple because, again, I don't play a shit ton of games. I play, you know, certain ones. I'm not really... There aren't that many games this year that I'm, like, hyped for, so that's why I did this video, because we wouldn't be here for, like, an hour and a half to 2 hours again. We'd be here for at least, like, an hour at minimum. Not even. Let's see, in February, I don't even think there were any games in February that came out, unless... No, I think the game I'm thinking of... I mean, the Remind DLC for Kingdom Hearts came out for Xbox in February, which... Yeah, no, there really isn't anything here in February that came out that I really cared about. That's why February was so boring for me. Oh, okay, the One Punch Man game came out. I never played it, but I heard it was kind of boring because it looked like it was the same shit over and over and there really was no story. All right. We getting into March. March is when games, in my opinion, really started to come out that had a little bit of potential. First one is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. Believe it or not, I still haven't played this game. I still have not touched this game because I did play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon growing up, but they were always my brother's copies. So I would never really get the chance to play them, but I watched him play it, and then I played a little bit by myself, but I was getting older by that point and didn't really want to. But it's whatever. I think it was a lot of fun. And this game looks incredible. I've watched YouTube videos on it. It looks dope. I love the updated graphics. I always loved Mystery Dungeon. So if you guys have played it, let me know what you think of any of these games I list, by the way, down in the comments if you've played them. Or if there's a game I didn't mention that you played that, you want to talk about. By all means, I want to hear your guys' opinions. But yeah, I've been wanting to play this. It looks awesome. I love Pokemon and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I'm excited. I'm excited to try it eventually. I just want to wait till the price goes down a little bit. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. This is something I want to talk about because this was a big thing for all consoles and really shooters. And y'all know probably exactly where I'm going. So, really, this is still fairly new. I forgot that this only released 2 months ago. So, on March 10th of 2020, we got Call of Duty Warzone for Modern Warfare. This was actually a big release. Now, y'all may be wondering, why is it a big deal? It's just another Battle Royale. Excuse me. Because in my opinion, this made Battle Royales relevant again. For someone who didn't actually play it like the week of release, when I started playing it, I absolutely adored it. The mechanics feel nice. It feels a lot better, in my opinion, than Blackout. And I even enjoyed Blackout. Blackout was fun. But I'm glad they waited to release this later because that means they took time to, do it. And I love the mechanics of Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare is probably my favorite Call of Duty since Black Ops 2, which that's nuts. But yeah, honestly, they wouldn't even need to make another game this year, but they will. And that's why it worries me that the next one's probably going to be shit. So I'm going to stick with this one for a while. But yeah, I love Modern Warfare. Warzone's a lot of fun. It's just hard for me to play because, I don't have a ridiculous PC, so I still got to play on mediocre graphics, if anything, to get at least 30, 60 frames. But when I play it with friends, or if I do pretty well, or, if I'm just playing for fun, it is a lot of fun. And it's always something you can go back to. It's just, with any Battle Royale, you have that symptom of, repetition, where it's just repetitive, and you're doing the same shit over and over. And after a while, like with any game, but in this case, it literally does get tiring. But it's still fun to go back to with friends, and people still stream it all the time because it's the new fun thing. And it was a really nice, fresh thing brought to the Battle Royale genre. So I give a lot of credit to Call of Duty and Infinity Ward for bringing this in when they did. And I thought it was great. It was awesome. So there you go. There's that. The next thing I want to talk about that's on this list that I actually bought, that I've actually played and kind of enjoyed. I haven't played it since the month it came out though, because other stuff came out that I wanted to play. My Hero Academia, My Hero 1's Justice 2 to be specific. This game was interesting. I don't know why it doesn't say it came out for PC, because I got it for PC. This game, I played both games. I'm a huge My Hero Academia fan, by the way, if those of you are wondering. It's my favorite anime of all time right now. I'll make a video on it probably talking about all of the seasons so far and what I think about it and the characters and stuff, because I'll go on all day about that shit. But anyways, One's Justice was pretty fun. It felt pretty similar to the last game, but it didn't feel as floaty and it didn't feel as clunky. It felt a lot smoother to do combos. It felt like your characters weren't floating across the screen to hit another person. It felt like your combos were hitting better. And it felt good, and I love the characters. There's a lot more characters to pick from and a lot of cool teams you can put together in this game. I haven't gotten into the competitive side of it, and I probably should, but I just haven't felt the real need or want to go back to play it. But if you're looking for a fun My Hero Academia game you can play online for competitive reasons or with friends just for fun, I recommend this game because it's got a lot more characters, it's still got your favorites in there, and it's got even newer ones, especially if you like the latest seasons. More particularly up to the beginning of Season 4. So that's what I recommend. Season 4, by the way, I am almost done. Y'all are going to give me shit. I watch it in dubbed because when you start watching something in a certain language, you can't switch to the other. I started watching it in dubbed because I knew the voice actors from some of the other animes I watched when I was younger, so it felt very nostalgic for me, which I will talk about in my video. But yeah, that's why I watched it in dubbed. So I still am 2 episodes behind. About to be caught up, though. I'm loving it so far. Anyways, but yeah, My Hero's One's Justice is a lot of fun. I highly recommend it if you're looking to just play an arcade, fighter style, 3-dimensional fighting game. That is My Hero Academia with friends or competitively online. It's pretty fun. I enjoy it. It's not terrible, but it's not amazing, obviously, because it's a fighting game. There's not a lot to it. And the story is literally just the anime. The only issue I have with these games is they could have gone above and beyond with the cutscenes because the graphics are really good. And made 3D graphics, but it's just comic strips, and that's the one thing I don't like about those games is they didn't really put a lot into the story mode, in my opinion. There are some 3D cutscenes that are really, really, really good, but other than that, it's kind of shit. That's all I gotta say. So moving on from My Hero 1's Justice 2, we got probably the most anticipated game of 2020 from Nintendo. If not, it's in the top. It's definitely in one of the top games that's been anticipated by Nintendo for a while, since like Smash Brothers. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now, I personally played this game. I got it a little late, though. Not ridiculously late, because I got it, I think it was late March. Like, it was like 10 days after it had come out or something like that. I don't know. It was pretty late March, but it was still pretty new. It was when the Easter event was starting. That's when I got it. So, if you can determine that, there you go. What do I have to say about this game? Holy shit. This is one of the most relaxing and chill games I've ever played in my life. And as someone who has anxiety and depression and all that stuff and stresses out a lot over school and stuff, to come home and hop on this game and just run around my island, catch fish, bugs, and get bells and stuff, it's so therapeutic. And it's so relaxing to do. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, if you want a nice game from Nintendo to play, get this game. I'd never played, by the way, any Animal Crossing game in my life. And I thought it was kind of dumb, low-key. I thought it was kind of dumb. Then I started watching videos and streams on it, and I eat my fucking words. I'll eat my words. This game's amazing. And it's, like, easy to pick up. It's easy. It's simple. It's not overcomplicated. Like, once you understand it once or twice, you're going to pick it up, like, no problem and just keep going. It's awesome. I love this game. It's going to be one that lasts a while because each season of the year, new shit comes out. And when holidays come out, certain holidays, events will happen. And it just gives you more reasons to come back to the game because it changes almost all the time. And it's genius. This game is going to last a while, and I love it for that reason. Like, I can't wait to see the stuff that comes out for the summertime. I know that's starting probably soon. So I'm going to definitely be hopping back on, like, grinding again. Because I don't really grind it much anymore. I'll just check on it every couple of days or something like that and just run around for a bit, catch some stuff, sell some stuff, and then hop off, So it's definitely one that's going to be going back to for a while, and it's a lot of fun. Highly recommend it. Especially during this quarantine time. I know it can be pretty boring or pretty scary. You just need to relax and chill, Highly recommend y'all play this game. It's awesome. 100%. And I gotta give shouts to my brother for, telling me even about the idea of this game because I hadn't even heard of it, until like he was like saying, "Yeah, I'm pre-ordering this." And I was like, "Huh?" And then I was like, "Oh yeah, I get that I'll check it out." So hearing about him wanting to pre-order it made me curious because he told me about the hype behind it, and so I started watching Twitch streams when it came out. And because I watched Brian Michael Hanby, aka Terrorizer, I watched all his streams when it was first coming out and he was starting out. It looked awesome. So he's what made me really want to get it too. So yeah, highly recommend this game. It's absolutely amazing if you haven't gotten it yet and you're looking for a nice, relaxing Nintendo game to play. And if you have a Switch and you've been looking for something, by all means get it. Let's see. We're still in March, too. That's fucking nuts. Oh, this came out for the PlayStation? Okay, I'll bring this up only because I don't have it, but I played the OG. And I was really excited to play this eventually. So, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2's campaign remastered. Obviously, biggest issue with this, it's not the full game remastered. When they put a lot in the COD 4 remastered, kind of pissed me off. But the campaign of Modern Warfare 2 is one of the best campaigns in all of COD. You can at me all you want. I stand by that. It's fucking awesome. So, again, I don't remember a lot about it, though, because I haven't played it in so long. I just remember it's fucking awesome. And I played it, not all the time. I played Modern Warfare 2 a lot, but the campaign, I just remember was, because I like COD 4 a lot, so going into Modern Warfare 2 was it was awesome. So I'm definitely going to get my hands on this, and I'm probably going to stream it, too. When I can get my hands on this campaign, I was probably going to stream it for you guys. So keep an eye out on my Twitch, twitch.tv/OASUIGAD. I streamed Modern Warfare, a little over a week ago, and it was a lot of fun. I streamed for, 2 hours. It was fucking awesome. I played by myself, but it was still fun. I was playing a lot of Gunfight. Gunfight's, my favorite mode on that game. But anyways, yeah, I'm excited to play this. Moving along. All right. We're getting into the month that I've been actually looking forward to talking about, mainly for one game. And I just finished this, and holy shit. Um, fun fact about you guys that you guys don't know, as you guys should know because I talked about it before. I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan, and Kingdom Hearts is what got me into Final Fantasy. And because I'd heard about so much hype behind some of these games, the first Final Fantasy I played had to have been Final Fantasy VII. And it's ever since, and I stand by this statement, that the first Final Fantasy you play will more likely be your favorite. Yeah, this game, the remake, holy shit. I know a lot of, I've watched the reviews. Everybody loves this. I've heard some people, personally say they don't like it or whatever, and it's like you're going to get some shit with people from remakes. This, personally, in my opinion, is one of the best remakes of all time. Because the characters are just as memorable, the characters are just as lovable, and literally, I was crying from, the story from some of this shit with these characters. I love it so much, and I love the combat system. It's definitely Final Fantasy 15's. They were originally going to do Kingdom Hearts fighting style, but they switched it, and I'm okay with that. It still feels very nice and fluent, and I'm not huge on turn-based, but I still love the OG, obviously, and go back to. But if I had to prefer one, I'd prefer this just because, there aren't that many turn-based games nowadays, and so it's not really that common or played anymore. So I definitely prefer this, and it was a shit ton of fun. I'm not going to go into detail because it's still fairly new, and I know a lot of people give me shit. And also because I love the game so much, I want people to experience it for themselves. Because low-key, Final Fantasy VII is an experience, not just a game. It's a fucking experience. I don't even care how nerdy that sounds. I stand by it. So anyways, definitely get your hands on this game. If you have a PlayStation or you're looking to get a PlayStation, you want to find a good game to play, Final Fantasy VII Remake, just do it. Just do it. If you've been looking to try and play Final Fantasy, jump in now with this game. I don't even care if people are going to... Don't let people give you shit if they're like, oh, you're going to play the remake first. Just fucking do it. Because the story's pretty much Just do it. That's all I gotta say. It's fucking awesome. I love it, and it's probably one of my new favorite games of all time. In present day games. Sorry, not all time, but when it comes to games that have come out in the past decade, this is in my top 5 or top 10, 100%. One I will talk about that I got to play the demo the beta that I still wish I got more playtime with. Predator Hunting Grounds. This game, when I first found out about it, I was hyped as fuck. Mainly because the idea of a multiplayer Predator game sounded awesome, and I'm a big fan of Predator. I grew up and I watched the movie. It was fucking awesome. And so I highly recommend people get this because it's different. It's fun, and it's awesome to play with friends. There's not much more to say other than that. It's just I've been wanting to play something like this, and I still haven't bought it, but I played the beta, and the beta was awesome. There were actual people. There weren't that many people playing the beta, but this game has potential to do well. It just needs more players. That's the only thing. If it doesn't have any players, then it can't do well, and that's kind of shitty because it's pretty cool. So if you're a fan of multiplayer games that have multiple objectives with your friends that relies on everybody to participate, get this game. And it's not even a full price. I think it's $40, which is pretty good in my opinion considering. So there you go. Predator Hunting Grounds, buy. Or try it at least or something. Moving along. I believe that is everything. Oh, well, yeah, Modern Warfare 2's campaign remastered dropped on the 30th of April. So still fairly new. I think I just spat. All right, I can't really... There's a shit ton of games that are listed here. I shit you guys not. You can probably see it in the reflection of my glasses. All right, we're getting into May. Trying to think. I don't really think there's too much in May that's coming out. There is one game at the end of this month that I'm really excited for to play that I'll talk about in just a second here if I don't see anything else that I... again, if I miss anything that's huge that, is really, really referenced, please let me know. Excuse me. No, I don't really see anything. Wow, that's kind of nuts. All right, well, talking about the one game that I already pre-ordered that I'm definitely going to play for you guys on stream, Minecraft Dungeons. Let's talk about this for a second. This game, from what I've seen, feels like Diablo mixed with Minecraft. I love the look of this only because it's new and it's still really fun for like the OG MC players. Like Minecraft hasn't like recently come back. Like it will like at least like a year ago. No, I don't know. How long was it since Minecraft made its return? Who knows? But this game looks awesome. I've been hyping it up. I have it pre-ordered. It comes out in less than 2 weeks. So you guys best believe you're going to see some gameplay from me, whether it's like just streams that I'm going to upload or anything else. Because I am really, really excited to play this because I love the way it is and it looks fun. I don't know too much about the story for the most part because I want to be surprised kind of when I play. But it looks like a lot of fun. There is a lot of hype behind this for like Minecraft players and whatnot. So definitely looking forward to that. Definitely also look forward to the stuff that I will be doing because hopefully I'll have some friends that get it that I can play with, and if not, I'll just play by myself. I don't give a fuck because I like games that you can just grind and level up your character and upgrade your weapons and gear. I love that shit like a lot. Okay, in June, here we go. Alright, so the first thing I see here listed, obviously big hype for this game. Holy shit. The Last of Us Part 2 comes out in... Holy shit, that's next month. Yo, all y'all get your pre-orders in because you know they're going to run out of copies of this game week 1. Like, Last of Us 2, I think, is probably the most hyped game of this year. I'll make that bet because the first game is fucking phenomenal. This is one of the few games I think that, like, no matter who you are, like, if you watch this game or play it, you're going to love the characters, you're going to be delved into the story, and you want nothing but these characters to survive, and etc. It's so heartbreaking and touching at times and just dark or like, just, it's real. And it's also, obviously in a fake world because, you know, zombies and shit. But it's like, it's fucking crazy. And this one, I honestly remember when I first saw the announcement for this, and I just was shocked. Just because it's crazy seeing Ellie all grown up for the most part. And, you know, just, I love this. I'm so excited for this. I'm going to play the shit out of it. And I don't know if I'm going to get to pre-order it or not. If I do, it'll probably just be a digital copy, which, again, I'd like to get some physical copies, but with all the stores closed down, that's almost impossible. So we got to rely on these digital copies. But, yeah, definitely I think the most hyped game of all of this year or June is definitely The Last of Us Part 2. I'm so excited. Again, I've avoided watching stuff for this because I want to be surprised. But as from what I've seen on the little bits of things, like when it was first announced at E3 many years ago, you know, all that stuff. Now, this one's kind of funny because this goes back to my childhood, and I'm really excited about this. You have Spongebob Squarepants' Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I grew up with this game because, if I remember correctly, it's the story from the movie, the good movie. And I just remember playing this as a kid and actually finishing it. I actually finished it as a kid on the PlayStation 2. And I missed the shit out of this game. So seeing that this was coming back, like I called my brother because him and I are like huge SpongeBob dorks. Like, and telling him about this, we were both hyped as hell. Like, I'm definitely getting this when it comes out only because, or I'm gonna watch videos, just because it's like, it's crazy to think that this game came out over a decade ago, and now it's coming back, and it's gonna be pretty much the same thing, just updated graphics. I love that shit. So I'm really excited to get my hands on this. This game, again, was a big part of my childhood on the PS2, which I think the PS2 is my favorite game console of all time next to the Switch. So, or the GameCube. So yeah, like that's awesome that they're doing this. I cannot wait for that at all. This, I think we're coming close to the end of this because there's not a whole lot coming out. I'll talk about, okay. So that's all, by the way. That's really in June that I'm seeing. There's a Fairy Tail game coming out, which that's kind of cool. I've only ever watched through Fairy Tail once. It's fine. That's my personal opinion. But if you love it, then by all means, you'll probably like the game. There's just, like, too many. I think one thing I will state, Bandai Namco needs to chill the fuck out. They are dropping way too many anime games this year. Like, I remember there's a One Piece game now. There's My Hero 1 Justice 2 that came out. There's the One Punch Man game. There's now the Fairy Tail. Like, they're dropping way too much shit, man. Because that doesn't always mean a good thing if you drop too many games. Because that means they might be underdeveloped. I'm just saying. But who knows? They might be fucking awesome and I'm just being an idiot. I am also going to talk about games that I saw did get announced during these times, you know, that are getting announced during quarantine, which actually, one of them that's coming out in July that just got announced today got me hyped as fuck. And I think it's the only one here that I give a shit about. that I'll talk about. I mean, Death Stranding comes out on PC July 14th, so if you enjoyed that game or you've been wanting to play it but you only play on PC, there you go. But the game I want to talk about that comes out in July 17th for the Switch, is Paper Mario: The Origami King. The reason I'm hyped about this is because it's been so long since we've had a good Paper Mario game. It's since, like, Super Paper Mario on the Wii. Holy shit, it's been a long time. I hated the one on the DS with the stupid stickers. I hated the one on the Wii U. Too much of the paint shit was dumb. This looks like it could be cool because it's just a different paper style where that's just the bosses and the enemies. This looks awesome and the graphics look amazing. Like, I saw the trailer for this and I was just like, holy shit, Nintendo. Like, and this comes out in 2 months. Like, I'm so buying this when it comes out. This game looks incredible. I love the design, and it's still, I think, sticking with the turn-based combat, which, by the way, Paper Mario's one of the few games I grew up playing. A Thousand Year Door, probably one of my favorite GameCube games, if, like, in my top 3 or top 5. There was, like, that was one of the games I played a lot growing up, even if I didn't know what the hell I was doing, because that game was fucking complicated as hell. Still amazing game, and I think this one has potential to be very, very good. And plus, it's on the Switch, so, you know. So it's going to be awesome. In August, I think August is the weakest month so far. There's really nothing here I give a shit about. Yeah, nothing I see here for August that matters. And then the last things for September. Here it is. These are the 3 that I was... Well, really, one of them I was pointing out. So the first one I see here in September 4th, is when Marvel's Avengers comes out. I had a little bit of mixed feelings about this game when the first trailer came out. My first thought was, what the fuck are they doing? Like, I thought it looked stupid as all hell. The campaign made no sense to me. I was fucking confused. But we've gotten more story explanation. The gameplay looks fucking dope. I love the idea of, like, upgrading your characters with their gear. It kind of looks like Destiny in a way, which that's really fucking cool. So if it plays like Destiny in the sense of, like, you're upgrading your character and stuff, I'm so going to play the shit out of this, and I'm still going to play the shit out of it because I love Marvel's Spider-Man. And I know it was made by a different company, but this is made by Square Enix, and Square Enix, I think, has potential to make a good superhero game. As long as they just I don't know. I just hope it's good. I really, really hope it's good. Next, this actually got announced, I think, less than a week ago. Like, a little less than a week. The Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 remasters coming out. That's so cool. Like, bruh, like, I remember growing up on just the old PlayStations and shit, playing the Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Like, there were the demo discs for Pizza Hut that you would get growing up, where you could play the demo for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and it was fucking awesome, bro. Like, and then that's really the only one I ever played, but it's still awesome that these are coming out, because I know a lot of people like skater games. Like, Skate 3 was the last good one, I'd say, in my opinion, so people are probably really hyped for this. And then the last one, I'm not too hyped about this, but again, I'm talking about games that have big hype surrounding them, and I'm sure you guys know what this last one. Cyberpunk 2077. Again, I don't understand the hype behind it other than Keanu Reeves. But, I don't know. Let me know in the comments why Cyberpunk is so hype. I'm very curious to see what you guys have to say. But yeah, I mean, that's all I gotta say. I haven't seen anything for it. I don't really give a shit. I'm just bringing it up. I know people are excited. I'm curious as to why. Please let me know in the comments below why this game or any of these games are hyped, or why you're hyped for any of these games I've listed so far. If there's anything else. Oh, okay. Wait, they're making another Amnesia? Oh, fuck yes. I didn't even know that. What the hell? Anyways, this is the last one I think I'm going to talk about because there's just way too much on this list. And this is huge because the trailer for this was fucking gorgeous. Okay, so the Assassin's Creed franchise has been a legendary franchise in my opinion. My only issue is it's kind of veered off. It doesn't even really feel like Assassin's Creed in a sense anymore. It just feels like they're just titling it Assassin's Creed but making the stories about just different times in history, which that's cool, but in a way I'm just kind of curious as to how the hell these connect to the Creed anymore. Like, Odyssey had a little bit of a connection because the broken spear became the first ever hidden blade, which that's cool, I guess. But other than that, I got nothing. And then this is the Vikings and shit, I believe, from what I saw. I think it's Vikings, yeah. Which I think Assassin's Creed Valhalla title, by the way, looks awesome. There is no date to be announced yet. It's definitely coming out on the PlayStation 5, which definitely getting the PlayStation 5, by the way, because that demo reel looked so gorgeous. Plus, I'm a PlayStation guy over Xbox. But yeah, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, that trailer was gorgeous. I'm excited no matter what. I just wish that they would just go back to the way they were. Like, I'd like a World War I or World War II game. Because I actually, fun fact, wrote a script for a World War II series or game. So I'd like to see that, personally. But that's just me. But I think that's it. Chivalry 2 is coming out, which I just found out about that today, actually, which is really cool. But that's really all I want to bring up here. There's so much shit coming out that I can't even, like, explain all of this. Because some of these don't even have, like, you know, release dates or anything. So there's really nothing I can, you know, really go into about them for the most part. But yeah, that's really all I'm going to talk about this. If you guys enjoyed any of the games I talked about or excited for any of the games I talked about, or if there's any games I didn't talk about that you guys want to let me know about in the comments that are big deals to you or to you think to the gaming industry, just let me know, because I'm open to listen to the comments and I'll reply back if you want me to. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, again, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Again, leave a comment below for all that stuff that I brought out throughout the video. But yeah, go check out the last episode as well if you have not, because I made it for Star Wars Day. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a nice day. Goodbye.